Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm going to set the camera, which is my iPhone 12, on a tripod here and try to get it balanced. Just going to enjoy a sunset. The waves are rolling. Heat index is 102 right now. And it's about 7:45 p.m. We have anyone watching from Louisiana. I hope you're safe. Hope your family is safe. You got a long recovery ahead of you. There's fires in other parts of the country, and everyone just try to watch out for each other and help each other out. Worked with the cast net a little bit today. That was interesting. Watched some YouTube videos. And I got it working about 50% of the time. I'm sure the more I use it, I'll get better at it. Caught some minnows, caught some mullet. Even got a few shrimp. It's all learn as you go. I saw the TV show Dukes of Hazzard. I didn't watch that show a whole lot. I'm certainly aware of it, and people around me watched it. One of the models that they used in the TV series, the General Lee, which was, if you didn't watch it, it was the car with the big battle flag on the top, third flag of the Confederacy. And that was destroyed in Ida. But there are a few others left that they used in that show, and they had one to drive around in, and one to film in, and one to jump in, and actually belonged to John Schneider, who was the blonde-haired guy. I forget the character's name. I don't know if I could name any characters. Daisy, right? Daisy Dukes. And Boss Hogg. But I couldn't name the two actors, the principal characters. I did have a lot of friends that lived by that show, though. And I read another article about a lost swimmer in Ireland. And Julie's from Ireland, a subscriber, and she just mentioned there was no dolphins, but there was a gentleman who decided it was a good idea to leave his clothes on the beach and try to swim out to a famous rock in that area that's a 5-mile swim. And they found his clothes on the beach, and he went missing, and they had rescue boats out looking for him. And they found him after 12 hours. And the reason they found him was a pod of dolphins were around him. A very large pod. And that alerted the rescue crews to that area. And they found him. And he's okay. He had hypothermia, for being in the water for 12 hours. But I just thought that was a neat little story. I'd like to hear him interviewed and hear what the whole story was out at sea, and did he think it was a good idea to go for a 5-mile swim each way alone? And it's almost down, guys. I don't think we're going to get a lot of colors tonight. It's too hazy, but you never know. Clouds are good for colors. Haze is bad. We're at the Circle on Rockport Beach, and it's hard for me to believe that I've been filming for almost 5 minutes and no one's blasting music tonight. And there are about 6 other cars and trucks here. Mostly people fishing. Speaking of fishing, what's the one fish you never borrow money from? That's right, a loan shark. I know. So I got coffee. Sure, it's 102 degrees. Why wouldn't I be drinking hot coffee? Someone brought me a hot coffee. That was actually Pat, so thank you, Pat. Pat works here in town. She doesn't live here in town. And I don't know if Pat wants me to tell people where she lives, but thank you, Pat. And I have something a little colder. Can you guess what it is? Someone brought me a PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon, and it made me think of Jim at the Dogman Chronicles, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite channels. It already is one of my favorite channels. When I fully retire, I'm going to stalk Jim. He travels around and finds really good free places to stay, and travels out of his van and enjoys what area he's in. And I forget the official name of what type of dogs you have, Jim, but Berkeley, Beethoven, and Elton. And it's a longer name of the dogs. And they're common. I just never knew what they were called before. But the dogs have a lot of personality, and I'm old, and the dogs are old, and Jim's old, so we have a good old time. Sun's down, guys. I did notice this morning on YouTube that True Grit, the John Wayne version, I think that was 1969. I'm not positive about that. That version is free on YouTube, so I wouldn't mind watching that. You know, when I had all these apps, and I did see some good movies, but there's so many hyped up movies, and they're just not good. Especially, I mean, I really do like the Marvel superhero movies. I think they're excellent. The DC ones, I like a lot of the actors, but the movies just aren't there. I really like, is her name Gal Gadot? Is that her name? I'm sorry, Gal. She's Wonder Woman, and she's awesome, but like the movie itself just isn't there. The special effects, the writing, but she's awesome in it, and I really like who's the actress that plays Harley Quinn in all those movies? She starred in I, Tonya, Robbie somebody. She's awesome. And her as that character, Harley Quinn, very good, very entertaining, but just like the writing for the rest of the movie just isn't there. Birds of Prey and all those types of movies. So I do like to just find like the Outlaw Josie Wales and True Grit and some of the older movies are, I don't know, more comfortable. And they can be a little bit cheesy too. You know, looking at them 60 years later, but I like them. There's a lot of modern westerns that I like as well. Some boats have gone by in the distance. I don't know if you guys have noticed them. I got contacted by Matt, and Matt is our buddy on the tugboat. And Sunday night, which would be the 5th, they're moving the platform out of Kiewit on one of those ships that sinks under the platform and then raises out of the water and picks it up. And it'll be coming through the shipping channel. But it's going to be at night, which might be cool, just to see it all lit up and coming through the channel. But I don't know if my iPhone will pick it up well. I don't know. You know, they schedule these things and for whatever reason get canceled. It will be Labor Day weekend on the island, so just getting back and forth could be an issue. So I don't know if I'm going to go film it or not. I would like to see it, but I hate to go through all that effort and have them change it. You know, when they move just the one of the submersible platforms. I went over there 4 different times, invested about 25 hours to finally catch it. And that's a lot of time and gas and effort for what YouTube pays you, you know. But I would like to see it. So I'll probably go do it. It's going to be a interesting night. It's going to stay hot. And yeah, I need to get on the road. Probably Tuesday. Head to higher ground. Plenty of cool places in Texas, especially overnight, to go visit. Hang out for a week. Get caught up on some sleep and find us some new things to see. Guys, thanks for hanging in with me tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.